Hello and welcome to the Troma Basement,
show for all fans of Troma.
With me, Ben Miller,
And me, Xander Armstrong.
Introducing the Toxic Avenger.
And Graham Simons, our zombie chef.
But first, meet the Tromalicious, the one and only Miss Troma!
Coming up later, of course, tonight's Troma feature.
But before that, this.
Is it gone? No, it's gone. It's gone. Good evening.
Good evening.
More stuff with Lloyd Kaufman.
We talk to Lloyd Kaufman.
That and Lloyd Kaufman in Troma News Now.
Good evening.
Good evening. On Troma News this week, we're joining Lloyd Kaufman as he opens the door to his heart and his office in this exclusive news flash, live from New York by means of these new earpieces.
Lloyd, can you hear us?
Yep.
Okay, we'd just like to ask you a couple of questions on behalf of Troma viewers here in England. First of all, I'd like to ask, what's the least amount of money you've ever spent on a film?
We would never do a film for less than, say, 2 eggs and some junk jewelry.
What's the most money you've ever spent on a meal for two?
Well, I do recall this meal that we had. We took the guy from Fat Guy Goes Nutsoid to dinner, and we had to feed him a couple of elephants. And believe me, those elephants, they came in a big trunk, and they don't work for peanuts.
Aren't you a bit old for all this?
Well, actually, I've grown quite a bit. I think I've outgrown the Troma movies, because we're much more sophisticated, and I'm much older now. So I would say indeed, I am a little old for this. You're right.
Okay, this is the Troma Newsroom to you, Lloyd Kaufman, signing off. Lloyd, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Why do we do that with our
Absolutely no idea.
Okay. Well, normally we'd have the Troma weather, but this just in. Due to sudden strike action, the Troma Weather Meteorological Office has decided to postpone this week's weather. So, frankly, it's therefore not worth worrying about it too much. So, well, Miss Troma would like to sing everyone happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is, I suppose.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday if it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you.
This is my favourite section of the show, the bit where we get you, the viewer, to send in your suggestions of what you would like to see Miss Troma do, perform, reenact, etc. if she had, for example, a gun to her head. Ben, talk us through this week's weapon.
With pleasure. It's a staple gun. Not what I would have chosen in an ideal world, because it's not strictly a gun, but nevertheless an interesting tool of conflict in the theatre of combat. Well, being primarily a utensil of function, not faction, there's of course no safety catch on the piece. The trigger here is an arm mechanism, and the magazine can take anything up to 250 rounds, spring-loaded and fed into the staple breech via the chamber hold here. I mean, if there were ever an amnesty on staple guns, I wonder how many teachers up and down the country would hand theirs in. Not many, I'll bet.
That would be a safe bet, I'm sure. And thank you.
So, Miss Troma, please would you select a winner?
Thank you very much. Let's have a look at this. Well, this lucky winner is Commissioner Anne Lawson from Devises. She would like to see Miss Troma hop on the ball of 1 foot while polishing an area of floor, unspecified, with Toxie's mop.
So, Miss Troma, I'll ask you that question with a staple gun to your head. Will you play?
Go on then.
Miss Troma, hop on that foot and polish that floor.
Miss Troma is hopping on her right foot while polishing an area of floor approximately 4 feet square.
Miss Troma is favouring the orthodox hop, simply lifting her body approximately an inch off the ground and then going back down using gravity to take her back to where she came from.
Miss Troma!
Wonderful, really. And remember, the address to write to if you'd like to put a gun to her head is, as always, on a postcard or sealed envelope to Troma Basement, 9 to 13 Grape Street, London WC2H 8DR.
Graham Simons takes us on a tour of our comestible backyard. Graham, we're sitting, if you like, at table with the other European countries. What's our national trump card?
Look at all this food, Mary.
Don't forget, we'll be back with more from the Troma Basement next time. We'll have more treats, more hijinks and more Troma movies.
Meanwhile, sit back with the contents of your fridge and larder laid out before you.
And enjoy the show.
Enjoy.
Enjoy!